Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Brianna Latouche. Natalia Hepworth has the story.
The tenacity and grit it takes to wrestle is teaching young girls like Madison wrestling athlete Emmy Wynn Stokes how to build a stable foundation for life. Stokes is an 18-year-old senior on the Madison High School female wrestling team. She says after learning to sharpen her skills because of her coach, BYU-Idaho student Andrea Taylor, she's been unstoppable.
My first 2 years, I wasn't the best wrestler, and when she came, that technique just went up and I started winning matches and doing great, yeah.
She's hoping this year she'll make it to state. Last year, she only needed to win one more match at districts to qualify. Stokes, like the other two girls on her team, looked to Taylor, a coach only a few years their senior. Taylor, this Coeur d'Alene native, has been dedicated to the sport since her sophomore year of high school in 2016.
I always just had a weird niche for the sport, and I just remember watching and being like, I really want to join that sport, and then I made the move sophomore year, and I haven't looked back since. So
Taylor was the first girl from Lakeland High School to place at districts in girls wrestling and qualify for state. Since being at BYU-Idaho, Taylor has looked for opportunities to keep up with what she enjoys. With her experience and love of the sport, Taylor reached out to Madison head wrestling coach Aaron Peterson during their search for another female coach back in 2023.
And met Andrea, and she was awesome. I mean, spunky, energetic, and really passionate about wrestling. And she had wrestled before, and she was kind of into the mixed martial arts, and so worked out perfect. And she has been just absolutely awesome. I mean, she is so reliable. Like every single day, even though she's a student with extra responsibilities, she's here all the time. And she's also just a good role model for the girls. Even though she's a little bit younger, right? They still respect her as a coach, but she still connect with them on a level that they feel like they can learn from her and talk to her. So it's been awesome having her on the staff. She's been amazing.
Now, Peterson, Taylor, and other wrestling staff are preparing their athletes for a successful district competition this week.
Our next goal is that we're looking to accomplish is win district and take third in state. So that's to be determined, but we're excited about the potential we have. Our goal for the girls is to qualify all three girls for state.
Women's wrestling is really growing, and I'm very excited to see what's going to take off. Years from now, they just added it in the NCAAs, which is a really big milestone.
For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Natalia Hepworth.
The Sugar-Salem girls left their home court last Tuesday with a sweet taste in their mouths. According to the Rexburg Standard-Journal, the Sugar-Salem girls varsity basketball team got a 49-45 win over South Fremont in the Class 4A District 6 final last Tuesday. There are multiple reasons that make this victory so significant for the Diggers. To begin, they improved to 23-0 on the season with the state's longest active winning streak and are now headed to their 12th state tournament appearance in the last 13 years and have claimed their 8th district championship in the past 9 seasons. To make things sweeter, Sugar-Salem had lost to the very same South Fremont High School last year after blowing a 17-point second-half lead against them, which in turn snapped a streak of 11 postseason appearances for the Diggers. After avenging their loss, Sugar-Salem looks to capture a state title to cap off its historic season. The state tournament starts Thursday with Sugar-Salem as the number 1 seed. A 32-year-old man was arrested Thursday for coercion and enticement of a child for sexual assault. According to a news release from the Pocatello Police Department, James Martin of Pocatello was taken into custody after the Homeland Security investigations, the I.C.A.C. task force, the Pocatello Police Department, and the Bonneville County Sheriff's Office worked together to arrest him. Attorney General Raul Labrador told the Pocatello Police Department that every I.C.A.C. arrest makes our communities safer. Homeland Security and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office of Nevada set up an online undercover conversation with Martin to set up a meeting with him and a child person in Pocatello, where he was apprehended. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio morning headlines for February 19th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Stitcher. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. Have a great day. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Brianna Latouche.